our webinar now. Hello, Travel Week readers. Thank you so much for joining us today. I see you coming into our webinar. Thanks again. Welcome. We have an excellent show planned for you today. I am so excited to have Samantha representing Club Med and Maryne representing Martinique. Samantha will be giving more formal introductions in just a moment. Before I pass the floor over to Samantha, I just want to say a few notes of housekeeping. First and foremost, if you have any questions during the course of the webinar today, please feel free to pop those into the Q&A box you see at the bottom of your screen. I will be back on at the end of the webinar, and I will be more than happy to ask any questions that you have on your behalf. So don't be shy. This is your time. Use it to ask our lovely guests today what's on your mind about Club Med, about Martinique, and how you can, any questions you have about booking your clients into Club Med here on in this lovely destination. We also have an amazing prize attached to this webinar today, and it is 18,000 Club Med Great Advisor loyalty points. Samantha is going to go over more about the details of that prize, but when you stay through to the end of this webinar, you are going to be eligible for a random draw to win this prize. So it is great motivation on top of learning about this fabulous destination and Club Med to be here with us today. And so without further ado, I just want to say Travel Week is here to offer you the very best information to help book the most amazing vacation and travel products for your clients. And with that in mind, I'm going to pass the floor over to Samantha first. Samantha, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you very much. And honestly, thank you to the entire Travel Week team. It's always a pleasure coming on board here and doing these webinars with you all and getting all the advisors up to date on all the new product that we have. And honestly, on this new amazing island that's now accessible from the English Canadian market. So let's jump right into it.
Let's do it. Thank you. Enjoy.
Yeah, thank you so much. So once again, my name is Samantha Gillingham. I am your BDM with Club Med. I look after Ontario, Alberta, and BC. We have my lovely colleague here, Maryne Maisonnave from Tourism Martinique, who is their communications and public relations coordinator. Say hello, Maryne.
Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be here today with you.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to be introducing the island to you and then also talking about Club Med Buccaneers Creek. So a little bit of both worlds here, talk about the entire landscape, and then we're going to get really product driven after that. So let's go right into this here. I'm going to give Maryne the floor. Maryne, can you give us just an overall understanding and do a quick little presentation for us about Martinique, where it is, what it's all about? We're excited to learn about it.
Yes, so Martinique is a small and lovely French island located in Lesser Antilles, between Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. We have around 360,000 inhabitants ready to welcome you. Our currency is euro, and we have the same quality of infrastructures as in France. Martinique, to let you know, is just at 5 hours direct flight from Montreal with Air Canada all year round, from 2 to 5 flights per week. So on Tuesday, on Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday during high season. So from mid-December to the end of April for the high season. And soon, still with Air Canada, we have a direct flight from Toronto with 1 flight per week each Saturday, and it starts from December 16 to March 31. And then we have Air Transat also for seasonal flights with 3 flights per week from Montreal on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday from November 4 to May 30. So we have different options to join Martinique. You can go to the next slide, Samantha.
Perfect. No, we're really excited about that new Air Canada flight coming from Toronto. That's going to be huge. And if I can just interject there for one sec, Club Med also has the opportunity there to package those flights with both Air Canada direct from Toronto and Air Canada and Transat from Montreal. So let's talk about a little bit more about what makes the island different.
Okay, so yes, we are in Caribbean. We have a lot of friendly islands, but Martinique as a small territories, we have various landscapes. As I told just before, we have the quality of our infrastructure is the same in France. We have the same sanitary laws. For example, our tap water is drinkable, and it's important. It's a safe destination. Also, our preserved environment it's something we cherish a lot, thanks to several laws and citizen actions in daily life. Also, we have a wonderful gastronomy, thanks to our French history, African history, India, it's wonderful. And the welcome of people also. Martiniquans are really curious about where you come from and ready to welcome you and share the culture with you.
Amazing. I'm really excited to go. So there's been talks about you guys winning some awards, and there's some UNESCO awards that have been given to the island of Martinique. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So actually, Martinique has 2 UNESCO awards. The first one was in 2020 for the yawl boat. This is the boat you can see on the picture. So from the construction to the sailing practices, it's a boat without keel. And each year there is a race in 7 states all around the island. So you can see the main pictures are in Fort-de-France or somewhere else in Martinique, different cities. And in 2021, the exceptional biodiversity of Martinique was recognized also by UNESCO. And now Martinique is in the network of biosphere reserves. So it includes fauna, flora, but also our culture, the people also. And actually, we have the Mount Pelée, our volcano, is in the running for a 3rd UNESCO award, and we'll receive the result probably next week. So fingers crossed.
Amazing. So now with this being a new market that's being opened up, especially for the Ontario market, can you give us another idea here of what sort of activities visitors can expect when they're coming onto the island?
So first, to join the UNESCO awards, Martinique is really a paradise for nature lovers. From the south to north of the island, we have white or black sandy beaches, a great spot for snorkeling, scuba diving, surf. We also have more than 200 hiking trails for all levels. We have a lot of rivers, waterfalls, canyoning, kayaking at the sea or in the mangrove, horse riding also. About cultural, we have museum for history, volcano, flora, fauna. We have the Fort Saint-Louis you can see on the right side of the picture. So Fort Saint-Louis is located in Fort-de-France, the main capital city, and it's the only remaining military fort in the entire Caribbean, and it can only be visited on request. And we have also our gastronomy. I talked about it just before. From snacks on the beach to gastronomic restaurants, Martinique has various places to try a great meal at a lower cost. You have to try a lunch at Fort-de-France. You can see the market in the picture of the middle, in the middle. To taste really the local cuisine. And most of cookers use fresh local products. To finish, Martinique is also a destination for wellness. So some hotels offer spa for the day or just for during your stay. And you can enjoy spa in the middle of nature also, thanks to river, and we have different infrastructure to to enjoy it. And Martinique is a really family-friendly destination. So if you want to travel with your babies, your younger child, or even teenagers, it's possible. We have different activities for them.
That's awesome. So French is the official and first language of the
Yes.
island of Martinique.
Yes.
Do you feel that there's any difficulties when it comes to communication if we were to send English speakers to the island?
No worries. Okay, we speak French, we speak Creole, so, but of course, English, especially in a touristic place. So more and more places such as restaurants, of course, hotels offer menu in English. And most of the time, all the staff can speak English too, even if they are not fluent, but they can communicate with you. If you feel lost, Martinican are always ready to help you to communicate in various ways. And it's a great challenge also for people if they want to speak French to work the French with Martinicans also. So no worries, you can communicate in English.
Perfect. That's really good to know. And then lastly, just talking about the destination itself, can you give us some insight as to the whole destination, why it's unspoiled, and then also why there's only one all-inclusive with Club Med?
So first of all, Martinique, it's a small territory. So the space is limited, but it's not the destination for mass tourism, Martinique. Really, we encourage visitors to discover the island by themselves, thanks to the safety, the quality of roads, and the welcoming people, various activities. Really, Martinique is a great place to connect with people. So that's why we have only one all-inclusive. But the Club Med, so Club Med Les Buccaneers, is located in the local community in the middle of a coconut plantation. And Club Med doesn't create cookie cutter resorts, but really add the local flavor and colors to its resort. And so in this resort, we have a low density. So meaning you won't be in crowded resort and will be able to appreciate your stay. And just to finish, Club Med Les Buccaneers was really the first village in Americas in 1969.
Amazing. Thank you for that.
My pleasure. And so Samantha, you can talk about Club Med better than me.
Yes, let's jump right to it. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Club Med Buccaneers Creek, what the resort is all about, what your clients can expect, and also some new renovations that we have going on. So let's take a look to see where exactly the resort is. So your main airport is Fort-de-France. It is a 50-minute drive to get you down to the St. Anne region where Buccaneers Creek is. So we're only 1 kilometer from St. Anne. It's a very pretty little picturesque town with painted homes and a market, 45 minutes from the main city and airport of Fort-de-France. But we are located on one of the finest beaches that Martinique has to offer. And the great thing that Maryne also said here is that we're not cookie cutter properties. And if you've been to a Club Med resort before or have done your specialist program or any research on it, you can see that every single resort takes in the feel and flair and culture of every single property or every single island or destination that we are in. So currently with Club Med Buccaneers Creek, it is a smaller resort. It is low density, so meaning more room for your clients to roam. Lower buildings, not the high rises. We have 292 rooms currently on site. Included for your clients, this here is going to be a water sports lovers paradise with that included windsurfing, water skiing, wakeboarding school, snorkeling, kayaking, paddleboarding, fitness school, land sports. The list really goes on, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Of course, on demand and something that you can do to enhance your client's vacation, look at things like scuba diving. Add on that diving package to your client's vacation. Kite surfing. This is huge on the island as well, and we're seeing a pickup, especially from Ontario, with the kite surfing clientele. We have a spa on site that we'll talk a little bit more about as well, and also a teen spa. One thing to point out here, this is a very family-friendly resort, but there are no kids clubs at this property. So if you are looking for those kids clubs, look at something else. But as for the Martinique, go with families who still all want to be together, doing those activities together and not necessarily looking for that kids club aspect. Now, here's how the whole resort is laid out. As you can see, it's very widespread. We do have different accommodation buildings scattered throughout the entire village. And look at that beach. This is a stretch of beach if you have those clients that want that white sand and who are able to walk a little bit further. Now, a really cool part about this property too, you kind of see it on the photo here, but is our dock. So this is an iconic feature of Buccaneers Creek Resort. So let's talk a little bit about what makes us different and what some of those must-try experiences are. So first and foremost, we're a short distance away from St. Anne Village. It's again that small picturesque town, beachfront town, fishing village located 1 kilometer away. Here you'll have tons of painted homes, mostly bungalows, bars. You'll have the typical market full of colors and flavors, takes place almost every day. It's really that local, charming local town to go and visit should your clients want to go off site and see something a little bit different. You can take part in all of the sunset kayaking tours throughout the mangroves. As mentioned before, we have our motorized water sports included here, so water skiing, wakeboarding. There's also the kite surfing that you can take part in. And then something that we take pride in is our low beach lounge. This is our Creole cooking experience that's right on the beach. Really unwind, put your toes in the sand, and take in that traditional style of Creole dining once you're in destination. So right now we are currently under construction. So in 2023, we will be carrying out construction and renovation in 2 phases. So phase 1 is already complete. So that was May 29th until July 21st. That is all complete. The next phase will be October 21st to December 15th. And what's nice about these phases is that the work that's going to be completed will be completed indoors. So there's not going to be any impact or disruption to clients on site. Now, right now, currently, the village is completely closed. So August 26th until October 21st, that's when all the major renovations are going on. We had to shut the resort down for those months so we could complete those renos. And some of the things that you're going to see once those phases are done and once we reopen are fully renovated rooms. And again, those will be done in 2 phases, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. So 210 renovated rooms will be available from December 23rd onwards. And then the rest of the rooms will be renovated next fall and winter. Now for the village center, the resort lobby, this entire space is going to be reimagined and redesigned. So we're going to be transforming it into a lounge area with like modular furniture, the versatility, creating a continuous space from the actual lobby going on to the terrace. There's going to be a new bar and lounge area that are going to go right into the theater. There will be a sales area that has a boutique, also the excursion desks and our photographers. That's going to be a bit of a new concept here. So you're going to witness that in all of the main area of the resort. The spa will also have a full renovation that's currently happening right now. And then for our dining experience, the main restaurant, so 2 of the seaside rooms will be renovated, and those will be done for October of this year. And then the 2 remaining dining rooms will be renovated fall of 2024. Now, this gives you a bit more of an idea of what the first phase of the room renovations will look like. Now, keep in mind that there are different categories within each one of our room types. So superior, deluxe, and suites, and then each one of those will have categories underneath it. So please make sure to double check Club Med TA to be sure you're booking the right ones for your clients. The first phase will be the superior rooms and the suites that will be completed. And then the remainder of those rooms, so the deluxe rooms, will be done next year in 2024. So it's going to be a complete redesign of these rooms, new furniture, new infrastructure, and a complete refurbishment of the bathrooms as well. Now, moving on from the renovations, just to give you an idea of some of the food and beverage that we have on site. So we do have our 2 restaurants on site. We have our main restaurant, the Panellists, pardon me if I pronounced that wrong, but this is a sea-facing restaurant. This is going to be our gourmet marketplace. So as you know, Club Med is very big on our marketplaces, our buffets. We don't necessarily like to call them buffets because it is a marché style concept where you go to each station to get your meals from there that are plated for you, that are prepared for you right on site, and you don't have to be sharing any sort of utensils to get your food done. Everything is hot, it's ready to go. It really is that true gourmet spirit when you're down there. The next one we have is our Low Beach Lounge. This is our specialty restaurant. This is your a la carte option. So this is where you're going to find all of our Creole cooking in this new beachfront venue. And then last is our main bar, the Meadow. This is the resort's focal point. This is going to be located in the main area for your clients to enjoy throughout the day. Now, some of the activities, we did touch on a few of these before, but what you can expect to be a little bit different from this resort compared to our other resorts is the kite surfing, the scuba diving. We have our wing foil on site. So if you haven't seen what a wing foil is before, we do have this available at Meaches as well, but I'll just kind of circle it here for you. Wing foil is basically a cross between surfing or paddleboarding and kite surfing, where you're holding the wing foil. Snorkeling is going to be there for you. The included wakeboarding and water skiing schools, kayaking, and stand-up paddleboarding. And then we'll switch gears a little bit and look at the land sports option. Club Med is very big on our sports and activity offering. Please don't be afraid to offer our properties for that sports and activities lover. So we have our tennis schools, we have our fitness schools, nightly entertainment, swimming pools on site. There's also going to be pickleball available later on, but this is a very well-known property when it comes to our tennis programming and tennis school as well. Here is a shot of our main swimming pool that overlooks the water. And then a few points here about our spa. So our spa, we've partnered with French brand Payot. So you're going to see a lot of different brands with our spa partnerships throughout the entire portfolio. But with our Buccaneers Creek, you're going to see Payot as our spa partner. So one thing that I would mention on here is when you are booking your clients' packages, if they are interested in a health and wellness type of vacation, you can go ahead and add these packages on to your client's vacation, okay? So you can go ahead and add a spa package on if you're in Club Med TA, and ultimately you're going to be making commission on that extra ancillary product. As a reminder, we are doing a full renovation on the spa currently, and this will be done at the end of October. Now, just some excursions that you can also pre-book for your clients. Go and take a half a day and visit Fort de France. You can also do the Flowery Escapade or any sort of historical outing where you can experience the island as a whole. There's so many other excursions that are also available. You can book them either pre-departure or your clients can book them in destination. Now, we're hoping that you all stayed on with us today. We are doing a giveaway today and giving away 18,000 Great Advisor loyalty points. So that is the equivalent of 3 free nights at one of our resorts in single occupancy. Please make sure that you are signed up for Club Med TA. Reason here being is because we need to input your points into your account. So the only way that we can do that is if you have a login on our agent's site. And that is it for us today. We're going to open it up to some questions. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we're happy to answer any sort of questions that anybody has.
Thank you so much, Samantha and Maureen, for that presentation. It was so informative, and I am now itching to go to Martinique, to the Club Med there. Oh my goodness, what an amazing destination and a beautiful resort. We do have a few questions here from agents. This one comes from Lita, and she was asking in particular to thinking about coming to visit this Club Med at Martinique, when the best time to visit is. Is there like an off season and a busier season, and what would those be?
Maureen, I'll let you jump on that so you can say what the best time to visit the island would be.
So first, to visit the island, you can visit Martinique all year round. You have to know that we have a raining season from the beginning of June until the end of November officially, but it doesn't mean it will rain every day and every time. No, the most raining months is September traditionally. But even if it's raining, you can come in Martinique, you can visit there still. It's possible to do hiking also. We have various activities, as I said before. So it's up to you. The months where the weather is really warmer, it's between June to September. If you want a climate more cooler, sorry, it starts from December to the end of April. It's perfect. It's up to you.
No, that's perfect. And I mean, with that Air Canada direct flight from Toronto, again, that operates from December 16th until the end of April. So that is going to be definitely the higher season to go, and when we're going to see most clients coming to Club Med as well. So my recommendation here, book now and book early, because it will fill up. We are a smaller resort, and with that said, space goes fast. That's the rule of thumb for all the Club Meds. And now with that direct flight, it's going to go even faster.
Excellent. That's a great tip, Samantha, and thank you as well for informing us, Maureen, a little more on the different seasons in Martinique. I have a few agents asking here about marketing materials. So one was asking, Lita was also asking about marketing materials for Club Med and Martinique. And then I had someone else asking for this presentation. Now, I know sometimes there's propriety things that are going on, so not everybody likes to share their presentations, but if there are marketing materials for the destination and for this Club Med in particular, is there any that we can share?
Yeah, totally. So we're going to share this afterwards for sure. And I think we can pop it in the chat box here too, a couple different links. The best place to go to get any of your content or any marketing collateral is going to be on Club Med TA. Every resort will have their own page. We have flyers that we have made, as well as resort fact sheets that you can go ahead and share. And we've also done a secondary landing page when it comes to the construction and the renovations that are currently going on. The great thing about everything that we've loaded onto Club Med TA, it's customer friendly. So you don't have to worry about hiding any sort of information or maybe saying something the wrong way. Everything that's loaded on there is customer facing. So please be confident in sharing that with your clients. And then Maureen, I think you guys also have a portal.
Yes, I can share the link in the chat. We have a different brochure about nature, about scuba diving, various activities about Martinique, of course in English, so no worries about the language.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much for answering that. Angela was asking about the airport. How far is it from Club Med? We answered that during the presentation, but again, I think it was about 50 minutes. Is that correct?
Yes, you got it. Yes.
Okay, great. Cheryl was saying, I recently visited on a cruise stop in December, such a beautiful island. Is the US dollar a widely accepted form of currency? What would you suggest there?
I suggest to change your currency in euro. We accept dollars, but most of the time in Fort-de-France, the main capital city, where the cruise stops also. But all around in the islands, use euro. It's better.
Okay, great. Thank you. That is a good bit of information for your clients. So thank you for that answer. And thanks for that question, Cheryl. This one comes from Isabel. It's a Club Med question. Isabel, you might have to elaborate because I'm not 100% sure what you're asking, but she's asking Club Med, do you, oh, maybe it's at this, do you have meeting rooms at the Martinique location?
So Martinique isn't a huge resort when it comes to meeting and events. That being said, we can always look to see what's possible. This is not going to be one of the go-to resorts though, when it comes to any sort of corporate meeting and events groups. We do have small meeting areas there, but again, not something large like we do in some of our other resorts. This would be more so a property to look at for any of your family or wedding groups. That may be your best option, but for any corporate groups that need meeting space, we'll get back to you once the second phase of renos is done with the full fact sheets. But as of right now, we don't have the facilities to accommodate larger groups on site when it comes to meeting rooms.
Okay, thank you for that answer, Samantha. The next question I have is also a Club Med question. This comes from Lena, and she's asking, can Club Med accommodate clients with certain dietary restrictions?
100%. We are known for accommodating allergies, dietary restrictions. I don't even like to call them dietary restrictions, honestly, because people eat in so many different ways. And our chefs and our whole food and beverage team, they do everything possible to make sure that everyone can eat. And I'm a prime example. I don't eat dairy. I don't eat gluten. So I have a very easy time at eating at all of our properties. So anything like non-dairy milks to gluten-free pasta, yes, there are options for you. Even when it comes to low sugar, low salt, our chefs will be there. They will show you exactly what you can and can't eat. If it's an allergy, they take that very seriously as well. Peanuts, certain vegetables, shellfish, even also vegans, vegetarians. We put on all of our menus if something is vegan, if something is vegetarian. We've partnered with a lot of vegan and vegetarian chefs. Chloe Coscarelli is one of them, who was on Cupcake Wars on the Food Network, and she's a vegan chef. So we really want to make sure that everybody has the chance and ability to eat. We don't want them to feel like they're not able to just because we're an all-inclusive resort. We really take everybody's diets into consideration. Just have to tell us beforehand and also let the resort know once you're down there.
Great. Thank you so much for that answer, Samantha. That's really helpful. This next question is a fun question. I'll have to see what picture Paul is referring to, but Paul is asking, can you jump to the water from that dock?
This dock?
Maybe it's the one behind you. Yeah.
Just avoid the boats.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm sure so many amazing places to jump off of and swim. Yeah. So
For
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And then finally, we have a question from Christine. Christine, I know you're saying that your chat is disabled. The way it works in our webinars is the chat is for the panelists, and then we have the Q&A box for all our agent participants. So I know you were asking about the travel agent portal. So I can type all that in now. I've got Maryne's. I will put that in. And then if anybody, Samantha or Catherine, wants to put anything else in the chat, I can do that too. Just one second.
I will add so that we have our trades commercial in Ontario, based in Ontario also. So I can give you the contact.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm just copying and pasting here what you've got. Let's see.
So I've just included both the English and French travel agent sites for Canadian advisors. So you can go ahead and Oh, actually, pardon me. Give me 1 second here.
Okay, I've got that one there. And then also, for Christine, who is asked, and also for anyone else, we're going to post all of this again into our follow-up email. So everybody who is on here today, I'll be sending a follow-up email. I will include all these links in that email as well. So you will have access to them there also. So not to worry there. We've got you covered. Okay, so we've got this one. Okay. Did you send this one? I'm just sending them again here. There we go. Okay. And that is it for our travel agent questions today. I think just taken, oh, 2 more open ones. Oh yeah. So Christine said she's got the portal now already registered, already completed specialist. So thank you, Christine. That's great. I was just had one question about when the reservation or when the construction is all finished, all the renovations, is there going to be a time when agents can get in touch for maybe like an agent rate or a FAM to come and see the property? Is that something that you might be planning in the future as well?
Yes. So we are planning to have, we're hoping to have a FAM in the new year. Once that's all out and once we have that organized, we will definitely be sending it out. When it comes to agent rates, they are not available for Martinique, but you can go ahead, you can book in net. So anything that you see online, simply book it in net and you can pay that way.
Okay, excellent. That is a great tip as well. And yeah, I think with that answers all our questions today. Samantha, Maryne, do you have anything else that you'd like to add before we close out?
Yes, be curious about Martinique and come to visit Martinique.
Yes, absolutely. Samantha?
Last thing for me is just a big thank you to everyone for jumping on board. I know that this is new product for you to learn, but the best thing about this is that you've just opened up your portfolio to a brand new island that you can offer to your clients. And then for the winner of the 18,000 Great Advisor loyalty points, we'll be in touch with you in the next day or so and get those loaded up into your account. Lastly, just make sure that you're signed up on Club Med TA, either the French or English site that were sent over, and then we'll load your points in there for you for that lucky winner.
Awesome. Thank you so much to both of you for being here today. It has been a lovely, pleasant presentation, and I'm so glad we got to present this information today. Some of our agents are also saying, thank you so much for all this information. Great presentation. Thank you. Barb Tudino is saying, hi, Maryne. I was just there with you. So I don't know if you remember Barb. So yeah, she says hi. There was one more quick question from Molly about weddings at this location. Can our agents book weddings for the Club Med here in Martinique?
Yes, we'll have more information about weddings in the coming month or so. I ask you to revert back to Club Med TA under our groups portion of the travel agent portal. And yes, there will be the possibility of weddings here, and we do have a groups team in place who can help you get that all priced out.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So again, travel agents, stay tuned for an email coming your way that will have information about our prize winner for today's prize. And we will also include all the travel agent portal links for you, as well as the sales representative information here in Ontario for Martinique. So thanks again, everybody. Thanks again, Samantha and Maryne, and to all our travel agent readers. Have a great rest of your day and evening. And until next time.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.